can put things in the pockets. Hello everybody, my name is PsyDreamer and I am back with yet another cosplay review. This time I ordered a Yumiko Jeremy cosplay from Wish just to see what I would get. It did take a little while for the cosplay to get here compared to the wig, but I finally have them both, so let's go right ahead to opening them. So the wig actually shipped out after the cosplay, but it got here first. Well, anyways, I actually already opened the package with the wig, or at least just a little bit, just to make sure it was one of the Wish packages. And this is what we got. I've never really ordered a cosplay from Wish, so let's see what we get. So here's the Yumiko wig. I just realized I left this in ASMR mode. So here's the wig. It does look kind of thin. Or it feels kind of thin to me. However, it does look pretty accurate to the one shown on the listing. So just like Yumiko's hair, this wig is very, very, very dark black. And they even cut it, they did the Hime cut and everything. Although I will say, the hairs do look a little bit thin, but I'll be the judge of that when I put it on. So let's put this aside for now. And now we have the uniform, which I was very excited about. I'm really hoping it fits me. I'm not sure. I think I ordered this in a size large. So let me pull that out. Ooh. Listen to that. So let's open this package. Okay, the bag is a little open. I'm not sure if that's from me opening it or if it's already meant to be like that. Alright, so here we have the cosplay in the bag. So as you can see, it comes with the entire cosplay. Here's the blazer. Then inside we have the shirt. I can see the tie. I believe these are the stockings. Oh, the skirt's in there too. So let's pull everything out. So the bag was a little bit open, but I don't mind that too much. Oh, hey, cool. They even sent us the house pet necklace. There are a few dents on the badge if you look really, really closely. Can't really see it here, but they're right around here. But you have to look extremely close. Maybe if I put it in like the light. The dents are only noticeable if you look at this really, really close in person. Although the other side is pretty much perfect. If you don't have a small head like I do, I'd suggest putting this on another chain because it will fit kind of small if you have a bigger head. But I'm a tiny person, so it fit over mine just right. And they also included the stockings, so you don't need to buy a separate pair. So here's the ribbon that comes with the uniform. You can see it's kind of like the grosgrain, I think they call it. They also put these snaps on it, so that's how you close the ribbon to make it look the way it does in the series. Moving on to the actual uniform, here is the shirt. I hope it fits. So here's the shirt, and honestly this reminds me kind of the actual uniform shirts we would wear in school. And it should fit me no issue. It'll look better if I tuck it in though. So this shirt fits me pretty well with no issue. I bought this in a size large, I believe. And I'm a US size small. Then we have the skirt, same pattern as the one in the series. So if you do plan to buy this cosplay, I would make sure that the measurements are as close to yours as possible, so it's not too big or too small. There's also a zip on the side. It does seem like a very short skirt though. Then again, they are kind of designed short. So then again, the character designs do all have very short looking skirts. But since it does come with the stockings, you don't really need to worry about that. But then again, it does kind of depend on the character. For Yumiko, it's fine because she wears the stockings underneath. But if you're doing someone like, say, Mary, then you might want to wear some boy shorts underneath. And finally, we have the blazer. It is a bright red shade, just like in the actual anime. Same design and everything. The inner lining has the satin type of fabric, and the outer fabric is the same as this shirt. There are a few threads sticking out, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue. The buttons are always something you need to watch out for when it comes to cosplays, because those things like to pop off quite easily if you're not careful. The pockets are real. If you move your torso too much, the buttons will pop open if you're not careful. I would watch out for that. I am already in love with this cosplay just for the fact that you can use the pockets alone. But now it's time to actually try it on, and let's see how it looks. Okay guys, so this is the Yumiko cosplay. So one of the first things I noticed was how thin the wig was, and when I put it on, you can tell even more. You gotta be careful because if you move your bangs a certain way, you can see the wig cap underneath, and that doesn't really look good. As for the hime cut, one of these sides was actually longer than the other, so I had to trim it as best as I could to kind of match, and even then, it still looks pretty uneven to me. However, I would still suggest getting a thicker wig if you really want to look good in photos, and for your comfort as well. However, overall this cosplay is pretty comfortable. So as always, when it comes to rating a cosplay, I like to rate it on the accuracy, the comfort / quality, and is it wearable to a con. So for the accuracy, I would give this a 10 out of 10. They put attention to every single detail on it. Then again, schoolgirl uniforms are pretty simple. The only thing I would change if I could is make the tie a little easier to adjust. I actually had to safety pin the ribbon right back here since it was a very long ribbon and it came all the way to like the middle of my chest instead of this area right here the way it's supposed to. And I did trim the ribbon a little bit just because it was uneven, but other than that, I give this cosplay a 10 out of 10. I would also maybe make the chain a little bit longer, but those aren't things I would pay too much attention to. As for comfort and quality, I would give it a 9 out of 10. All the fabrics are comfortable. Nothing should be moving around. Nothing should be moving out of place. The only things that you should really watch out for are the buttons on the blazer. As you saw just now, if you move your torso, if you move your arms a certain way, it does kind of cause the buttons to pop open. And if you have a bigger bust, I'd especially be mindful of that. Comfort and quality, I rate this a 9 out of 10. The fabric choices are comfortable, and although I would be mindful of how you move your arms, at certain points the buttons do pop open quite easily on this blazer. Especially if you move your arms too far, that's gonna happen. However, I think that's the only part that should really be moving around. Other than that, there's really nothing to worry about. Also, there are a few loose threads here and there. I know this was also sticking out of my shirt cuff, but you can easily just trim it off. That's nothing you should really pay too much mind to. There's also a few dents on the badge, but however, unless you're right in front of the badge, like this close, you're not gonna see it. So that's not really that much of an issue. And finally, is this cosplay wearable to a con? I would say yes, it is. You can walk around in pretty much any temperature. I mean, you would get a bit hot in the summer because of the blazer and the long sleeves. However, other than that, there's really no issues with this cosplay. It is as comfortable as can be, and so if you're just getting into cosplay or you just want to wear something a little more casual and comfy for a change, then this is definitely the cosplay for you. Overall, my final rating for this cosplay would be a 9.5 out of 10. Considering it's from Wish, I would say the quality isn't that bad. There could be some minor improvements made, but just very minor ones. Mainly the top button and making the ribbon a little more adjustable, but other than that, this is a pretty good cosplay. So thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please let me know. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and if you want to be updated every time I post a new video, be sure to turn on the notification button. As always, I upload every Saturday, and if you want to follow me on more of my social media, that's always in the links in the description. And I will see you guys later. Goodbye!